he knows Lamar Jackson, in his words, is the best player on the field. There's going to be moments when he goes off. They're trying to limit those. So far they have. And what a catch right there by Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers may be one of the greatest tight ends in college football history. Two-time Mackey Award winner as well. You see he catches like a wide receiver, runs routes really well. And that's a good corner. And Marlon Humphrey.
Play fake. Minshew. He's got Bowers wide open at the 40. Brock Bowers bulldozes his way to the 32 before he's knocked out by Marcus Williams. Minshew escapes. Now throwing deep to Bowers at the 5. And Bowers still going. Brock Bowers bulldozes his way down to the 1.
Oh, man.
What a play by Bowers and Minshew.
These scramble rules, you got to start running towards the quarterback, and Bowers does that heading down this way. Minshew puts it right on time, and Bowers is spinning around.
That's the job of a head coach, to try to get this team back on track.
Minshew to the air. This is the tight end, Bowers.
Oh, boy.
And Bowers trying to get him into field goal range potentially.
Yes.
What a massive breakdown there for the Panthers. A pickup of 21. First catch for Bowers.
Yes. What an open field move. And this is what you saw from him.
18. He's up. Little jet sweep for Brock Bowers, trying to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers, and Bowers powers his way for a first down across the 40.
And another difference, when did you ever see jet sweeps to tight end, Ross, back in the day? I mean, they're so much better athletes, and you can see them breaking tackles, and a nice gain for a first down.
It's a good point. You know,
motion across from Samuel Schenker. Minshew wants to set up the screen. Instead, he'll float it over the middle. Jump ball, and it's Bowers down the sideline. The rookie from Georgia with the game's first score. 57 yards.
There's Brock Bowers right here working against P.J. Locke in coverage. And this is, again, it's man-to-man. It's one-on-one. And he's underneath. He loses his balance. Brock Bowers is one of those guys that has a huge football IQ.
there is some of that where you just got to go with the flow of the game.
It's a 3rd and 9 into the nickel. It's caught here. Bowers on the fly. Chased by Witherspoon and knocked out of bounds by McCullough. Glazer block. And to the air, the tight end Bowers, grabbed by McDuffie. 19 on the play and gets a first down for the Raiders.
Well, that tells you the level of respect that the Chiefs have for the rookie Bowers.
The Mahomes and the Bradys and the Rodgers when you talk about interception percentage. So it was very strange to him trying to work through that process too.
Ridder on the roll, throws for the end zone, and a touchdown grab by Brock Bowers. And the rookie with his second touchdown catch. 22 yards from Ridder, and the Raiders are on the board with 41 seconds to go.
Yeah, but this is well done by both guys. You know, Desmond Ridder keeping it alive. And look at all the defenders there. Look at how he drops that one in right over the top.
Bowers in the slot to the left. Looks like, no, he just runs away from Ramsey now. You got the matchup you want.
Amir Abdul is in the backfield. They've got Bowers. Bowers is open for a first down. He sheds one tackle into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. 23 yards for the rookie.
Watch Bowers in motion real quick right there. And now Poyer has to cover him man to man. Minshew knew it right away, gets it to him in the flat. He breaks one tackle, and that's a great example.
Going deep. And can he one-hand it? With a flag thrown at the end of the play, Brock Bowers pulling it in every game.
But watch at the end of this out. It almost looks like he's trying to catch an egg. Like, everybody's throwing eggs back and forth to each other. He just kind of just kind of takes the air off of the ball and just brings it in. And it does get the left hand in there to be able to help him out. Remember, this guy's a tight end. A tight end with the skill set of a wide receiver to flex him out.
Stepping up, going deep, has a man, caught, into the end zone, touchdown, Brock Bowers.
Remember we talked about disrupting him at the line of scrimmage? They didn't do it here. Connor, who is in his second year out of Virginia Tech, that is a tough matchup for him at his size, really known more for being in the box, being a physical safety. Here he's get isolated against the big tight end. 2 timeouts.
2nd and 5. O'Connell fires. Grab to the 50-yard line goes Bowers.
And this Raiders offense playing with serious desperation, desperately needing a touchdown here. O'Connell's pass is caught.
Excellent job by Bowers using his body right here to get between the defensive back and the quarterback. But they've had second long situations. If you need a drive starter or you need to pick up.
Yeah, especially if he really secures it before you get to the ground there, Arch, then you kind of disregard the ground. You feel like he's controlled enough before it hits.
To his star tight end, it's a pickup of 25, and Bowers only his 2nd catch of the day.
Yeah, this is too little, too late. He, again, in my eyes, this.
So Aiden O'Connell is back as the Raiders starting quarterback, throwing on first down to guess who? Brock Bowers down the sideline, lot of room, and Bowers shoved out of bounds by Andre Cisco. A 31-yard pickup for Bowers.
Now, we've seen this multiple times with this Jaguars defense. They just get crossed up between one another. In that case, it was Ventrell Miller.
Back to their AFL days, they did it twice in 61 and 63. 3rd down 5, O'Connell. Outside, it's grabbed by Bowers. He'll take it in for the touchdown. Brock Bowers with the touchdown reception. Get on the board late.
I think Still was trying to go up and get the pick and take it away on the outside, and Bowers protects it. Still's in position to make the tackle. Look, he goes underneath. I don't know if he thought he was going to get a chance at the ball, but Bowers, good concentration.